I've been doing research in regards to the importance of self-discovery. It's got me thinking about memory. So a lot of people, they're like fully identified with their mind. They think that the voice in their head is them. There is no free will, because whenever there's a will impulse, like to do something, good or bad, they're not even aware of that pulse, right? Which triggers the memory or whatever's in the mind at the time that they're identified with to keep looping round and going linear and getting, more deeper into that thought pattern. People that are fully unconscious, identified with their mind, even people that, sort of have moments of presence but unaware of the ego, when it takes over. It's important to realize that memory isn't real. Like, even when I'm talking right now, it's already in the past as I'm talking. It's always now. So even if you're planning something in the future, it's not actually happening in the future. It's going to be happening in the now, in the future. It's always in the now. So if you think back to your earliest memory, say something from childhood, something happened in primary school or something, that's your earliest memory. How people identify with their mind, that's the earliest memory of them. That's like their starting point without them fully realizing. They sort of know that they were always there but don't. So if you realize that the memory is in the past, you have to realize that this is not real, and that when you came out of your mother, you came out perfect, so to speak. That perfect, unchanging awareness. You were always just like knowing. You always like knew since day one, before that first memory. So you were always fine before that first memory. So if you were running, so to speak, we'll just make it easier to visualize. You were running in a straight line, for example, and then a hurdle came that made that memory and sort of slowed you down from running. You forgot behind that hurdle that you were always running, and you're still running or walking or whatever analogy. You were always fine, you were always there, you were always unchanging. The memory isn't real. That's why you got to move your attention and keep your attention anchored to yourself throughout the entire day, every day, just like a muscle, until you get this separation and you're able to see the mind clearly, like a notification system. What it does is it just throws up, things into consciousness that draws your attention to it at the moment, and it tells you in a story mode. That's how it works, concepts. But you're not realizing that just appeared, and you're identifying with it, which brings life to whatever's in the mind, whatever memory. And then you relive that painful memory, that first memory or second memory, or that breakup. The body not knowing the difference between real and in the mind. It just releases the same stress hormones and all that. And that's what's giving you anxiety, fear, and all that, everything. And you need to create the separation to do all that work and to be able to see and process this notification system, so to speak. These are just things off the top of my head just now as I was researching that I just wanted to get out there, because I wrote a lot of notes while I was thinking about this, meditating the other night. If this helped you, please leave a comment, please follow, and share with your friends.